Hey everybody, and welcome back. So this is part 3 of making greens out of my beet tops. So I got all the tops cut, washed, and let me turn this around so you guys can see the pot. Okay guys, so all my greens are in there. They're cut. Guys, this is a 25 quart pot. Holy cow. So we have a lot of greens, and I'm pushing down on this pretty good, and this sucker is full. Can you believe that? I didn't think that that would make so many greens. And I have my hot water bath canner out, and I put new water in it. So the next thing that we want to do is start our base for the flavors and kind of the juice after our pot cooks down. So we're gonna start this, and I put 4 cups of water in there because I figure we have so much, so many greens in there that we're gonna need a little bit more water than the normal 2 cups if we were using this size of a pot. And I think this is only, shoot, I don't even know, maybe 2-gallon pot, maybe. I'm not sure. I bought it at a store and I don't even remember. I just thought, oh man, that's a great chili pot. So I usually use this for my chili. But we're going to start using this pot and making our base. So the first thing that we need to do is come over here and we need to cut our ham up because this is going to be the flavor train. Okay guys, so we're going to cut our ham, and you want to cut your ham in some really fine pieces because we want all those flavors to come out, right? Yeah, so we had leftover ham. This was from, actually from Thanksgiving. No, Christmas, maybe. Yeah, it was leftover, and I've been using it a little bit along the way in green beans. I made ham and bean soup, and I canned some for my nephew. And it's slowly whittling away. So, man, I can smell it already. It smells so good. Yeah, so we're just going to cut this really small. And how much I'm using is, I don't know, I would say it's probably going to be close to 4 cups for that big pot that we're using. And I don't like to measure. I just go by taste. So I'm just putting it in there, and we're cutting it really small so that it can get a chance to get in every single jar when we get done canning this baby up. All right, so I'm gonna finish doing cutting my ham up, and then we'll come back. Okay guys, we're gonna finish with our base recipe. Now after your ham is all cut up, then what you wanna do is put your chicken broth in or beef broth. I'm using beef broth, and this is actually 32 ounces because I want flavor in mine, and I'm using a 25 quart pot full of greens. So we wanna make this as tasty as possible. So we're pouring all that beef broth in there. You can use chicken, you can use turkey, whatever you have. Make this recipe your own, guys. So the next thing you want to do is put in a little bit of chili powder. And I am actually going to put in, it's 1 tablespoon. Let's see, 1 tablespoon, which is right here. But I'm not gonna do the whole thing because I have a little bit of a secret recipe that I wanna put in there too. So the next thing would be oregano, which would be 1, it's calling for tablespoons for all of this. And because my recipe, I have like so much in my pot, I wanna make sure that I get enough flavor in there. And then we have oregano, and then paprika, 1 tablespoon as well. Might be a little too much. We don't want to put too much heat in there. All right, and then the next thing is sea salt, which I have some sea salt right here. We're gonna put that baby in there. All right. And this is coarse sea salt. You can use fine, you can use whatever. And it's sticking a little bit. There we go. One, I'm gonna actually put in one and about a quarter, because I like it to have a lot of flavor, because I've never tried this recipe before, so I don't really want to skimp on it, you know. And then my secret recipe is Zatarain's. This is blackened seasoning, so I kind of want to go as authentic as I can for down south. And I love this stuff. Oh my god, it has such good flavor. Okay, and then you can also put basil and then garlic in there as well. Okay, so for the garlic, I like to use minced a lot. In some of my other recipes, I just use dry, but this is 1 teaspoon and it's a heaping teaspoon. So, and we're gonna put 2 of those in there, okay? All right, and then you wanna put this on the stove. Also, you wanna put 2 cups of water in there as well. Okay guys, so we have our base on the stove and we also have our greens on the stove. Let me turn this around though, because this, I can't believe how much this cooks down, guys. You're gonna be amazed. Look at those greens. It's only a quarter of that pot. Remember, it was like all the way full. Look at it now. It is like all the way down in there. And this is our base. And we're just gonna keep stirring this guy too. We wanna get all those flavors incorporated. This is gonna be so good when it starts cooking. So once this, our base is all done and our greens are all done cooking down, we're gonna move our greens into our base pot. And this is what we're gonna fill our jars up with. Yeah, because we don't, if you wanna look at, let me show you, hold on a second. So you can see what I'm gonna be talking about here. So look at the juice. So the juice is beet color. We don't want all that in our jars, right? So once this cooks down, we're gonna move our greens into our other pot. Hopefully they'll all fit. I don't know, I might have to do them a little bit at a time, so we'll see. But let me cook this down and we'll come back.